Rebecca Allen, too strong on a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
The on-court ruling of a personal foul on Caitlin Clark has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. In addition, there is a double technical on Boston and Reese.
Did Caitlin Clark really assault Angel Reese on the court, or was it all blown out of proportion? This game wasn't just about basketball, it was about pride, rivalry, and decisions that left fans stunned. You know what's wild? This wasn't just another WNBA matchup. This one felt like it came with a storyline of its own. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese didn't just play. They brought the kind of energy that had everyone watching. From the opening tip, you could tell this wasn't going to be a regular game. Before the game even started, Caitlin Clark looked locked in. Her pre-game fit, her warm-up routine, everything about her body language screamed, "I'm here to do business." The Fever came out strong, setting the tone early with crisp ball movement and a relentless pace.
Caitlin Clark's hard foul on Angel Reese. Essentially, Angel Reese gets the ball, Caitlin Clark goes over, does a hard foul, commits a hard foul on Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. Aaliyah Boston steps in and kind of stops Angel Reese. Courtney Vandersloot also steps in. Now, with this play, they did call a flagrant 1 on Caitlin Clark. They said that it was unnecessary.
They were up 56-45 when things started getting tense, and that lead came with a bit of frustration from the other side. You could see it building in Angel Reese. Every play, every whistle, it was like the pressure was adding fuel to the fire. And then came toss the moment. Caitlin Clark got caught on a play while defending Reese and committed what was initially called a personal foul. But as the refs reviewed it, they upgraded it to a flagrant foul. That's when the energy completely shifted. You could literally feel it in the arena. Angel Reese's reaction was instant. She clapped back immediately, clearly not happy with the contact, and the court practically buzzed with their battle of pride. The crowd was all in, getting louder with every second. The refs weren't just dealing with Clark and Reese. They had to step in and call technical fouls to control the situation. And it wasn't just one. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark both got double techs as things escalated. The refs' decision-making took center stage as well, with people questioning the calls. The commentary didn't hold back either, saying, the referees were not making the right calls as usual. It added another layer to the drama, making it feel like even the officiating had become part of the story. This wasn't just a random foul. It felt personal. It wasn't about points or possessions at this moment. It was about respect, about sending a message. These are two of the most fiery players in the game.
Indiana Fever beat the Sky by nearly 40 points. They won 93-58. This is going to be something that goes viral. A bunch of people are going to talk about it. People are going to make it into something bigger than it needs to be. They're going to make this rivalry come back. Right before that play, Angel Reese had some contact with Natasha Howard. Caitlin Clark saw that contact. She turns to the refs and she's like gesturing to them. And this is all happening very, very quick, you guys.
And when the emotions spilled over, you could tell it was about more than just basketball. The history between Clark and Reese, it's real. This was a clash of two forces fighting to dominate. But here's what's interesting. This wasn't the end of the story. The Fever didn't let the chaos take over. They stayed locked in, completely focused. That says something about where this team is heading, and we'll get into that next. Imagine this. One of the most chaotic moments of the game happens, and instead of falling apart, the Indiana Fever rise above it. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese were at the center of it all, but the Fever, they just stayed locked in. How does a team keep their cool under that kind of pressure? For the Fever, it starts with one person, Stephanie White. Her coaching approach is all about composure and focus, and it's paying off big time. White has this team running differently this season. She's building a culture where every player knows their role, stays ready, and doesn't get rattled. Now, let's go back to the double technicals that set the game on fire. Caitlin Clark had already drawn a flagrant foul, Angel Reese was heated, and then Aaliyah Boston got caught up in the aftermath. The refs handed out a double technical like they were trying to put out a fire, but it didn't exactly calm things down. The tension on the court was at its absolute peak. Usually, emotions spilling over like that can break a team, but not this time. The Fever kept their heads while everything else around them seemed to fall apart. Right after those technical fouls, the Fever showed why they're a team to watch. They tightened up their defense in a way that felt deliberate, like they'd prepared for moments like this. They didn't get flustered or start forcing plays.
Now, basketball 101, if somebody has a wide open layup and you have a foul to give, it is in your best interest to foul that shooter so that they don't get an easy 2 points. She's gesturing to them because she believed that Angel Reese fouled Natasha Howard. Now, from that, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark realizes she is about to go up for what seems like a wide open layup. And what Caitlin said during an interview with Holly Rowe, she essentially said it was either Angel gets a wide open layup or we send her to the free throw line. It was a basketball play. There was nothing malicious behind it. I just knew I had to foul her hard.
Instead, they locked in and turned up their intensity. Think about it. Last season, the Fever might have crumbled in moments like these. A situation like that, where emotions were high and control was slipping, would have seen their focus fade and mistakes pile up. But this season, the difference is night and day. Their defense has taken a massive step forward, and it's no accident. It's a product of preparation and momentum from their early schedule. This start to their season isn't just about racking up wins. It's about building confidence for bigger tests ahead. The Aces, Liberty, and Lynx are all going to push them, but this Fever team looks like they're ready to handle it.
She deserves it. She's one of the best players that's ever played the game, touched the ball. So, I mean, not only a great person, great basketball player, really great leader for our team. So I feel lucky enough to learn from her every single day.
To start your season 2025 with a triple-double, what message does that tell you about where you belong in this league?
But yeah, we were hunting her. They were making it hard on us, but we were trying to get switches and everything, but we finally got it. And at the free throw line was pretty crazy, and let the fans cheer for her was awesome.
If they can turn chaos into dominance in a game like this, imagine what they'll do when it's playoff time. And Caitlin Clark? She's their engine. The way she channels her intensity could be the key to making this Fever team unstoppable. This game wasn't just a win for the Fever, it was a statement. Caitlin Clark showed exactly why she's the spark this team needs, bringing the aggression and energy that fuel their dominance.
You know, I think just keep getting better every single night, continue to set my teammates up. You know, I know we put up 93 points and won by 30, but I felt like we still could have been a lot better. So we go back to work.
But it's amazing. I'm just honored to be in this moment, in this group, with this group, this team, this fan, this city. It's been great.
You know, we have hard games coming up. That's the thing about this league. You have a couple days, it's on to the next, on to the next. So how do we keep getting better?
She was going to come in and take that foul because, as the commentator said, she want all the smoke. Her intensity sets the tone, even in high-stakes moments, and the Fever are responding in a way that proves they're contenders. If they can thrive under pressure like this, imagine what they'll do with even more on the line. The WNBA is heating up. Are you ready for more?